Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Nessa Jane and today I am so excited because we are filming March favorites. Oh, I love doing favorites video. They are just one of my favorite things to do on my channel. I like telling you guys what products I've really been into, what I've been using, all of that kind of stuff, and give you good recommendations on makeup that I have really been loving for a certain month. Now I know I haven't done one for a very long time and I wanted to get back into implementing them in my channel. And also to cut back on the time of these videos, I wanted to separate it out between doing hair and skin in one video and then also makeup all in one video as well. So today we're going to be focused on the makeup aspect of it. And so I can't wait to share with you guys what I have been loving, especially because I've been moving and traveling a lot. There's just a lot of products in here that was mainly geared towards that I just instantly fell in love with. So before we hop into this video, if you end up liking it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and hit the bell to get notified of all of my future videos. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now without further ado, let's hop into my March favorites. All right, you guys, so the first product that I want to tell you about that I've really been enjoying is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy primer. Now this primer is amazing. It's very good dupe for, let's say, like the Becca one that I always rave about. Like, as you can tell on the back of my hand, it gives such a beautiful glow to the skin. And like, I put a lot on the back of my hand, so I apologize for that. But it's not as overwhelming as it looks. It dries down beautifully and it does peek through the foundation. And it just gives you a very nice, healthy glow. So it's like the perfect dupe for the Becca one. I think it's like $6 for this primer. So if you're looking for a more dewy look and a more dewy primer, I highly recommend this one by Wet n Wild. I love it. All right, now continuing on with the face, I have a few foundations that I would like to talk to you about. So first foundation is actually a powder foundation. Now this one is not entirely in my shade, and I know that around Christmas time I filmed a video using this powder. This large size came out over the holiday times, and it was on sale through Ulta, and so I went ahead and I purchased it, and I love the coverage of this powder foundation. It goes on beautifully, and it looks very natural and fresh on the skin as well. Like I said, this is a shade that is a little bit too dark for me, so I have to mix in some like concealers and stuff like that to really make it match my tone, or I wear a turtleneck kind of thing. Overall, I love the finish. I actually went out and bought just the regular size of the of my, hopefully the correct shade, because I know that there aren't a lot of correct shades in this, but it does provide such a beautiful finish, and I honestly cannot get enough of this foundation, especially if I'm going for a lot more lighter days. I really enjoy this one. All right, speaking of lighter days and traveling and, you know, if I needed to put on a face, a product that I was using is this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. Now, I always heard so many people rave about this, and I was like, is it, you know, should I try it out? I love it. This is incredible, especially if you're looking for a more full coverage CC cream. Like, the coverage on it is amazing. I mean, just look at the back of my hand. Hello. It covers everything. I've tried a lot of CC creams in my day and nothing works better than this one in my opinion. They also have the Illuminate one. And again, I got the wrong shade. I don't know what it is with CC cream and like lighter products for the face, but I always seem to get like a shade off. And so, once I'm done with this one, I'm totally going to get the porcelain shade, because I was like, oh, well, some things I'm like fair light. No, I'm not. I'm just fair. I'm just fair. That's all I am. But it does work out, and again, because it is sheer on the skin, it doesn't look too weird. And I wear this all the time if I was back in North Dakota and I had family events that I needed to go to and all of that before the move. And even during the move, something like this just works out so much nicer than like a full coverage foundation. The packaging is awesome. You just it has a pump there. This seals down really nicely, and you just throw it in your bag and go. And that's why I absolutely love this product. I highly recommend it. All right, last but not least, we are getting into the full coverage foundation, which is my favorite kind of foundation. We have the Vanish Seamless Foundation. Now, I did do a full wear test on this product, and I do really, really like it. I have mastered the way that I like to apply this on my skin. I like to put a more blurring primer, kind of like the Angel Veil primer, on my skin first. Then I apply this with a beauty blender. I actually don't like applying this with a brush. If I apply it with a brush, it attaches to my dry spots, and it, like in my tutorial did, and I didn't really like that. So I apply it with a beauty blender and it doesn't do that. And it looks so beautiful and natural on the skin. This is by far my favorite foundation. Like even with the stick foundation, I do really enjoy the stick foundation, but for like everyday wear, this one is beautiful. Full coverage, but it still looks natural. It honestly looks like second skin, and I cannot rave about this product enough. So I had to include that one in here because it has been blowing me away. I've worn it probably like 5 or 6 times since the time of my video, and every time I love it. I always look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, look at you, nice. So love that one. Okay, now next onto powders, and we have another Wet n Wild. Oh, we have another Wet n Wild product, and this is their Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I love this stinking powder. It looks beautiful on the skin. I will say if you do your under eyes a little bit, it can kind of leave a little bit of a tint to it, but it still looks really, really nice on the skin. It's a perfect dupe for the Cover FX one. It's very, very finely milled. And another piece that I love about it is like, look how deep that little area is there. Not a lot of translucent powders do that, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. So then you have to like try to fish out and like dump it out onto something, and it becomes just a giant mess. So I love this powder. I love the packaging because it's so easy to travel with. It's super light, not too bulky, and you do get a lot of product in here. And so I love this powder. I use it all the time. It is one of my now go-to powders, so I really recommend it. And again, it's like $6 to $10 compared to like the Cover FX one, which is like 30 or something, you know? So definitely enjoy this powder. If you're looking for a good drugstore powder, that one is definitely it. All right, you guys, moving on to cheeks. So the first product that I want to talk to you about is a product by Grolactic, and this is their matte bronzer in Cabo. This is amazing. It looks like second skin. It goes on, it applies beautifully. It just looks so, so beautiful on the skin, especially matched up with this. Like, doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup, but I am, and it just looks so nice. And it's super easy to blend out. As you can tell, like it just glides onto the skin so nicely. So I have been loving this product. I still will forever love the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but this is also another good bronzer that has just really been impressing me. Product that I'm really excited to share with you guys, and like I kind of wanted to do a full dedicated video, but I didn't know how to do a full dedicated video on a blush palette. But it is the Jouer Bouquet d'Amour palette. And so this is what the blush palette looks like. You get a whole bunch of pinks, and then also like this more rustic orange blush right there. But overall, you have a ton of beautiful shades in here. A lot of deeper pinks, brighter pinks, just more neutral pinks as well. There's not a lot of peach colors in here, and I know some people really love peach blushes. Gosh, it looks just adorable on the skin. It's just a nice flush of color, and it looks so natural and beautiful, and oh, I cannot get enough of it. So I really, really recommend this palette here. I love Jouer blushes, and yeah, stunning. I really enjoy it. Moving on to eye products. This product by Iconic kind of blew me away, honestly. So I got this in the March BoxyCharm Luxe box, and it is a brow powder that you kind of open up like this. It's not exactly a powder, it's like a liquid kind of, I don't know, like a cushion brow thing. And I've really been enjoying it. It's what I used on my brows today. It's so quick and easy for me. The shade is like perfect. It does come with 2 shades. I've honestly never used a darker shade at all, but I just apply it to my brows and it takes me like 2 seconds, and it looks really, really nice and natural as well. So there's very little maintenance with it. Now, the one thing I have to say is that it is $40. And would I purchase this again at $40? Probably not, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of other brow products that I enjoy that are a lot cheaper. So I don't know if I would essentially pay that amount of money for this. I do enjoy it, and so I'm going to keep on using it. All right, so I have 3 eyeshadow palettes that I would like to gosh, my hair is crazy today. Stop being weird. Okay, maybe. So I have 3 eyeshadow palettes. Sorry, my hair is having a moment. I have 3 eyeshadow palettes that I would really like to talk to you guys about that I've been really enjoying. The first one you guys saw me use it in a tutorial, and it is the Smashbox LA Cover Shot palette. And this guy is amazing. It has the colors, it has the neutrals, it has the everyday. I have really been enjoying this. I loved using it for the tutorial. The shadows blend out beautifully. When it comes to like eyeshadows, nobody raves about, I mean, Smashbox. You know, there's so many like high-end like eyeshadows out there, and I never feel like anybody talks about Smashbox shadows, and I really, really enjoy them. Like, out of the top 5 companies when it comes to eyeshadow formulas, like Smashbox is it, and I'm always surprised like nobody raves about them until they came out with their Cover Shot palette. So I love it, and plus the packaging is super entertaining for me. So really enjoy this one. It can go every day, plus it's very small and compact, so it's really easy to travel with. All right, these next palettes are ones that I used for traveling back and forth to North Dakota prior to the move. And this palette here, this is by Jouer. It is a Rose Gold Matte and Shimmer Eyeshadow palette. Is my go-to these days. You guys, I cannot get enough of this palette. Landon actually got this for me for Christmas, and it is just so beautiful. So normally what I do, because I use it for like everyday wear, I'll go in with this shade here, and then I just put on this shimmer shade here with my finger, and oh, you guys, these shimmers in here are stunning. That's what the shimmers in here look like, and they are just so beautiful. They're super nice and natural and creamy and buttery and delicious when it comes to an eyeshadow formula. So, so good. So, so good. It really blew me away. Plus, hello, I'm a rose gold freak, so rose gold palette, I really enjoy it. And honestly, when it comes to everyday, pinky tones look better on me. So I do love this palette a lot. I highly recommend it. It comes with a beautiful mirror as well, and it just has a whole bunch of fun colors in here for you to create some amazing everyday looks. This one is definitely a fave. And then another one that I kind of like, to be honest, I was kind of like, because I have a lot of Lorac palettes, and because I love Lorac shadows. And this one I've always kind of been like on the fence about, because I'm like, oh, it's kind of bolder. You can't do like everyday looks, or you can't do this, that, or the other with it. You know, there's just a lot going on with it, and a lot more like purple tones and just a lot of stuff. And so I never really gravitated towards it until I brought it to North Dakota with me on a trip. And I could not get over how stunning these shades are. And like, I haven't used Lorac in a while, but like, for example, like here are some shimmers for you. Like, just stunning and so soft and muted. That's what I like about Lorac shadows, is that there's a little bit of a softness to them and a muted tone to them. So where you can build up the shadow, but once you apply them, they just, oh, they look so nice on the eyes. And even the mattes do. The mattes blend so, so well. And just a big palette. Like, it's perfect for traveling. And yes, I was completely wrong. You can do everyday looks with this palette and they turn out stunning. Like, I have specifically had it in this bin, like just waiting for the day that I can scream it out loud that I love this palette a lot. So I highly recommend. I have been using it here and there because it is so nice and so easy to use and stunning. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Obviously Lorac has a lot of other Mega Pro palettes. Highly recommend all of them. I have all of them and they are fantastic. But this one by far, like, it's kind of in the running for like my favorite right now. We're keeping on with the eyes for eyeliner. We're gonna move on to eyeliner now. And the first thing that I'd like to talk to you guys about are the Smashbox Always On liners, the gel liners and the liquid liner. So the gel liners are incredible. You saw me use them in the Smashbox video, and that purple shade stayed on all day. All day. I loved it. I've used a black one that came in that LA CoverGirl, LA Cover Shop palette multiple times. I need to sharpen it now, but it is so nice and creamy and just blends out really well. Doesn't add any harsh lines or anything like that. The liquid liner I am still on the fence about. It did create this wing today. I have been using it more and more. I like it. Is it my favorite? No, that's just where I'm at with that. But speaking of favorite liquid liners, hello, Wet n Wild is making another appearance, and it is their felt tip liner. Oh, see, mine's like broken. That's what you get with drugstore, I guess. But, okay, you take it off there. So this is what the tip of this looks like. This eyeliner applies so nicely. It is way better than a lot of even high-end eyeliners. Like, almost better than my Maneater eyeliner. Like, that's how much I love this one. It's better than the Stila one, even the Kat Von D one. Like, this one has stolen the show for me. I recommend it. And again, it's super affordable, but these liners are fantastic. It creates a wing in no time. I love how easy they are to apply and use. And it's just beautiful. It's stolen the show for me. So this is definitely, I mean, it sits on my vanity and I use it all the time unless I'm really putting another product to the test. So love this one. My favorite by far. All right, and then another eye product that's actually been working really well for me is this Clinique High Impact Mascara. Now I have a whole bunch of minis. This one also came in a set. It has the primer on one end and the mascara on the other end. And this mascara is just fantastic. I actually use it all the time for days that I have false lashes and days that I don't. I use it on both. And the primer is actually really, really nice as well. I really enjoy the primer. I do think it helps separate out the lashes and keep the lashes on all day. So I've really been enjoying them. And I really enjoy this mascara, so I highly recommend it. I will probably go out and buy a full size at some point, but I'm just like working through my minis because I have minis and I'm like, this is my favorite mascara right now and I want to work through that one before like being committed and buying a full one. And last but not least, we are on to lips, you guys. We are at the end of this video. First lipstick, and you guys saw me use this in the BoxyCharm Luxe video, is the Becca, what they're called, but they're lipsticks by Becca Cosmetics. And these are the most comfortable lipsticks out there, like so juicy and nice on the lips. I got the shade Taupe and they're so soft. Really, you don't need a lot. And it's just really, really stunning and soft on the lips and juicy and moisturizing. Like, you know, you don't even have to put a moisturizer on before this. They don't dry out the lips and they last for a long time. So I love this product. I have been using it time and time again. Been enjoying it. Now, if you want to dupe for those Becca ones, I highly recommend the ColourPop ones. This one is in the shade Still Crazy. It's more of a pink tone. I know I kind of talked about this on the Instagram stories. And these lipsticks are fantastic. I know that they've came out with a few different formulas. I want to say that this one is definitely not the matte formula. I know for sure. but it is still very soft on the lips. It's not as moisturizing as the Becca one. There's something about that Becca one that just like your lips just feel hydrated and amazing after putting it on, which normally doesn't happen with lipstick, and it doesn't happen with this ColourPop one. But if you're looking for something that has a little bit of oomph to it, that lasts all day, that doesn't bleed anywhere, that, you know, when you eat something it doesn't go all over the place, I highly recommend this. All right, now moving more towards the line of liquid lipsticks, we are getting into the season where people do not like drying down lipstick, so I want to recommend a couple to you. All right, so another thing that I'd really like to recommend you guys for if you're not looking for a liquid lipstick that dries down a lot and that is very smooth on the lips are the L'Oreal Paris Rouge Signature lipsticks. So I have two shades of these. I have the shade 416, which is called I Create, and then also 418, which is I Empower. And these have a very interesting applicator on them. A lot of people say that they're very similar to the YSL formula, so I guess they're a good dupe for that, but they are very sheer. I'm actually wearing this shade here, I Empower, on my lips today, and as you can tell, they're a lot more sheer in formula than even these lipsticks here, but they are super soft on the lips, and plus again they last all day. They don't wear off throughout the day, and they're very, very comfortable. You don't find a lot of liquid lipsticks that are comfortable on the lips, and these definitely are. Now you do have to apply multiple layers, and they will wear off sometimes throughout the day, but the color stays on there really, really nicely. So I do enjoy these, and I highly recommend these guys. And normally they retail for around like $10, I think, and you can find them at the drugstore. So definitely recommend these guys. They are very, very nice, especially when we're going into summer and spring. And then the last lip product that I would like to talk to you guys about is actually from Julep. Now, I used another shade of this called Amour in my Smashbox tutorial video, and I'll link that down below. But these are some dang good liquid lipsticks. That's all I gotta say. They're matte, but their formula is so nice. So long lasting, so comfortable. You know, all the good things that you want in a liquid lipstick, like Julep totally got it done. This is the shade Pillow Talk. This is a shade that I wear all of the time. This is actually a very go-to shade for me. I have it with me all the time, and I put it on. It's just a perfect nude for me. And my sister actually got me hooked on these. And I don't know if I've ever talked about them on my channel before, but these are by far some of my favorite liquid lipsticks because they are so comfortable, they aren't very drying, and they are so nice on the lips. They do have a different like applicator to them, but you can get over that. It actually is kind of nice when it gets to like closer to your lip line. So I really enjoy these, and I cannot talk about them again. I'm sorry if I've talked about them in the past, but I love them. They are a staple, especially again going into the season of not wanting to really dry down your lips. All right, you guys, so that concludes today's video on all of my March favorites products. I do hope that you enjoyed this video and it kind of gave you some insight onto some good products to kind of seek out when it comes to the summer and spring seasons that we are now in. Let me know in the comments down below, what are some of your favorite products that you have been loving for the month of March, or even, you know, longer. Some of these products I have been using for a lot longer than just in 1 month. So let me know in the comments down below what are some of your favorite products, and if you agree or disagree on certain products here and you're like, oh, I use that and it didn't really work out for me, just let me know. I'm really interested. I'm a big makeup addict. I love testing things out, so let me know in the comment section down below what have been some of your guys' favorites for the month of March. But if you ended up enjoying this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye!